Hi, welcome to Cubs and Culture for March 17th, 2018. I'm just sort of waiting for my day to start, so enjoy 2048. Okay, if you haven't played this game, the main thing you want to do is keep your largest number in the corner, because it's basically just an algorithm. So you basically keep your largest number in the lower corner, and then eventually it will collapse in on itself like that. And so you never want to move 64 unless you absolutely have to, and then you want to do it quickly. So the idea for this game is to get to that's what I mean by every once in a while you have to do that shimmy move. You get to 2048, which is power of 2, i.e. So that's why it's an algorithm. There's other versions of it. This game is mindless, which is one of the reasons why I like it. So there's that. The Cubs won yesterday. They were playing the White Sox. Goddamn. So that's fun. Let me see. Oh, Trump is firing a whole bunch of people. I don't know how I feel about necessarily about the guy who got fired for who was 2 days away from retirement. Because on the one hand, that's really shitty, and it's also really a bad precedent, because it will absolutely chill any sort of legal, legal. I don't want to say insubordination, but legal. What's the word here? Legal. Dissent, I guess, might be a good word, or institutional restrictions on Trump trying to do something illegal, because one of the jobs of the FBI is to police the executive branch. So that's sort of shitty. But at the same time, dude, that guy was 21 years in the FBI. So, the probability of him being violated someone's rights or whatever is very, very high. So, there's that. Hey, up to 512. Okay. Javi allegedly supposed to play today, but this has happened. They've said this 3-4 times now, so I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. I'm dutifully working on my Shape of Water movie. Thank God that movie came out this year. So let's see. What else can we talk about? I think I messed up. Nope. There it goes. Okay. So. Yeah. Oh, I also found out that George Springer who is the leadoff guy for and center fielder for Houston Astros. He has a stutter, which I did not know, which is kind of cool, actually. It's not, at least at the moment, it's not the most stuttery stutter who ever stutter. And apparently he spends a lot of time trying to get people to he works with SAY, which is a childhood group for stutterers, which I think this is kind of awesome. I kind of like when all baseball players sort of do stuff for the community. I really like when it's for have a sort of a personal connection, a little bit like Anthony Rizzo, with cancer. Okay, so yep, there we go. Okay, yeah. There's a Star Wars version of this. I've been in it several dozen times. I mean, basically, once you get into the it's possible to mess up, and I probably will. But once you get to a sort of algorithm, like there, I kind of just messed up. Algorithm. So once it's there, like one of the issues though is because it's algorithmic, is you don't necessarily know if you've messed up until way down in the line. See, I should be fine. Yep, there we are. 250. So there, I'm functionally halfway through the game. So let me pause for a second. See, I always try to get kids to do this game when I was substitute teaching, because they wouldn't necessarily do what they wanted to do, or they lied to me and said they were done. Being a substitute teacher is a little bit weird in terms of like enforcement, because you don't have any ability. And probably my most challenging kid was this asshole kid. I don't know what exactly was his problem, but he spent the entire day trying to have awkward conversations that are deeply inappropriate, like asking if I did pot, asking about my sex life, etc. And I was like, I didn't know exactly what to do, because, like, god damn it, kid, like, because, like, god damn it, you know, what was I going to say? Because, God, like, I didn't know exactly what to do in that situation. Okay, this is just sort of me prattling on, but I don't really care. No one really listens to these things. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, we're 11 days or something away from opening day. The Cubs, one thing about the Cubs schedule this year is they have a really soft schedule for the first like 2-3 weeks. Like April is very, very soft. In that what was I thinking? In that they start with like Miami, and Miami doesn't really have a team at the moment because so much of it has gone away. So there's that. So I really hope they can get. So one of the issues last year in the first half, and this is something that Madden has decided to focus on, is that they had a lot of trouble getting in a good place in the first half, because they just never really got off on the right foot, and so because they were tired and everything, because of also it's kind of like you just played in one of the greatest World Series games of all time, so it's a little bit like well, I think I messed up. Whatever. As soon as I die and or win, I'm gonna just not keep, because I am basically just prattling on. Yep, there you go. Okay, so like I was saying, I guess I can do a little bit again. Let me see if no. Okay. That they just always seem to be trying to play catch up because their schedule was a little bit tough. So they not only start with Miami, but they don't face the Cardinals and the Brewers for about 2 weeks, which is good because Giants and not Giants, Cardinals and Brewers are sort of the main competition in the division, because the Cole on the Pirates went to the Astros. It's gonna be a little bit weird rooting for him because I also like the Astros. They're sort of my American League team, and as I've said in the past, they went through a very similar rebuild, though they took a lot more calculated risks by picking pitchers, not all of which have worked. In fact, one of their pitchers, I can't remember his name at the moment. First round pick, he totally busted, so he actually is retiring. Anyway, so Cole went to the Astros. So there's that. Here we go. And then McCutch went to the Giants. The Giants have a really good team if it was like 5 years ago, because they also got Longo from the Rays. So like I was saying, there's that. I'm really excited for the season. Everyone's been playing well. I sort of finally get to saw Yu Darvish pitch yesterday. He was hanging some breaking balls. That we only gave up one run, which was good. Contreras almost hit 2 home runs yesterday. Ryan Court, who's a sort of a newer AAA prospect, it would be really awesome if he got service time this year, because at the major league level, because he was actually at the World Series parade, which would be absolutely amazing for him to then hit service time, because that's a very fast turnaround. So that would be absolutely kind of cool to see. I don't know if it's going to happen. He's having a nice spring. He's hitting like 360. Not that that matters too much. But he still hasn't. Oops. No, I'm not going to be able to win this one. Still hasn't been able to win. Still hasn't been sent down to minor league camp. So yeah. Amore is struggling. He's only hitting $170, which again, batting averages don't matter too much, but he seems to be in a feast and famine type mode, because a good portion of he's hit two of his 5 hits are home runs, which is not necessarily it's exactly like what happened in the NLCS, where you don't necessarily. It's not good to just hit home runs. Okay, I am really just sort of rambling on now. Sorry, this wasn't a very good episode, but this will be Cubs and Culture for March 17th, 2018. See you in a bit.